everyone, welcome back to GK Today. I am Sana and in this video we'll cover the current affairs. Before we move ahead, let me inform you that these questions are part of our Daily 20 MCQ series 2022 in the GK Today's Android application. So if you are looking for the text version of these questions and their explanations along with the interactive quiz, you may consider joining our Daily 20 MCQ series in the GK Today Android application. In this course in app, you get daily 20 MCQs, a fortnightly quiz, a monthly revision document, and also category-wise revision e-books that are optimized for reading on mobile. You are also able to access all archives of questions from January 2020 onwards. And let me tell you one more thing. If you want the Hindi version of this session, you can refer to our former channel named as GK Today. The link has been given in the description box from where you can reach to. So without taking much of your time, let's get started. Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 8th of April 2022. First question. What is the theme of the National Maritime Day 2022? So India recently celebrated the 59th National Maritime Day, which falls on 5th of April every year. Okay. So this year theme was Sustainable Shipping Beyond COVID-19. And the first anniversary of the day was held in 1964, not very relevant, to raise awareness about the international trade and economy. Okay. So an award ceremony is also held to honor those who made important contributions to the Indian maritime industry. Fine. So only thing you have to remember is National Maritime Day is observed on 5th of April and theme was Sustainable Shipping Beyond COVID-19. Now let's see some of the important days and themes. What is the theme of World Autism Awareness Day 2022? So we observe this day on 2nd of April and the theme for this year is Inclusion in the Workplace. What is the theme of the National Youth Parliament Festival 2022? So this was the third edition of this festival and it was organized jointly by the Lok Sabha Secretariat and Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. Okay, and it was organized in New Delhi and theme for this festival was Be the Voice of New India and Find Solutions and Contribute to the Policy. This was the whole theme. Okay, what is the theme for World Wildlife Day 2022? It is observed on 3rd of March and the theme for this year is Recovering Key Species for Ecosystem Restoration. Next is, what is the theme for World Health Organization's World Hearing Day 2022? It is observed on same day, means on 3rd of March, and the theme is To Hear for Life, Listen with Care. Okay. What is the theme of the National Science Day 2022? It is celebrated on 28th of February and theme is Integrated Approach in Science and Technology for Sustainable Future. Okay. What is the theme of the World Day of Social Justice 2022? It is observed on 20th of February and theme is Achieving Social Justice through Formal Employment. Okay. So these were some of the important days. Next question. Who has been appointed as the new Foreign Secretary of India? So the Indian government has appointed Senior Indian Foreign Service Officer Vinay Mohan Kwatra as the new Foreign Secretary. And currently he is serving as Ambassador in Kathmandu since January 2020. And he worked in Prime Minister's office from 2015 to 2017 and also he had earlier served as India's ambassador to France. So now Vinay Kwatra will replace the incumbent Foreign Secretary Harshvardhan Shringla. Now let's see some of the important and recent appointments. Alexander Vucic has been re-elected as the president of which country? So he has been re-elected as the president of the country Serbia. Viktor Orban has been elected as the Prime Minister of which country? This country is Hungary. Gilbert F. Hongbo has been elected as the Director General of which global institution? So he is now the Director General of International Labour Organization. Which Indian has been elected as a Fellow of the Royal Society of Edinburgh, Scotland's National Academy? Answer is Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw. We have talked about her yesterday as well. Why? Because 3 Indian women have been featured in the latest Huron list of self-made women billionaires. And the first in this list was Falguni Nair from Nykaa. And the third woman in this list was Radha Vembu from Zoho. Okay. And second was Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw. Katalin Novak has been elected as the first ever female president of which country? So now Katalin Novak is the first ever female president of Hungary. Who was recently elected to the National Cooperative Dairy Federation of India Board of Directors? So K.S. Mani has been elected to the National Cooperative Dairy Federation of India Board of Directors. Which table tennis player was recently selected as an Adidas brand ambassador? So Adidas has picked up Manika Batra as its ambassador. Okay. Next question. Ricky Cage and Falguni Shah are the recent winners of which particular award? So 2 Indian musicians were among the winners of 64th Annual Grammy Awards. And composer Ricky Cage won his 2nd Grammy Award jointly with Stewart Copeland for their album named as Divine Tides. And Indian American singer along with songwriter Falguni Shah, called as Falu, won in the Best Children's Music Album category for her album A Colorful World. Fine. Now we'll see some of the important awards. Who's the winner of the Stockholm Water Prize 2022? The winner for this prize is Wilfried Brutset. Okay. Who was the winner of the Governor of the Year award in 2022? So the Governor of the Year award has been given to Mario Marcel, and he is the Governor of the Central Bank of Chile. Who is the winner of the 2022 Pritzker Prize? Answer is Dibedo Francis Kerr. Which Indian journalist has been named by Columbia Journalism School as the 2022 Alumni Award winners? Answer is Malini Partha Savathi. Entrepreneurs from which Indian state have been chosen as winners in the Zero Waste Cities Challenge by WasteAid? I think this is a news from the month of November. Entrepreneurs from Assam have been awarded the Zero Waste Cities Challenge. Which Indian entrepreneur has been named as winner of Prince William's inaugural Earthshot Prize? Answer is Mr. Vidyut Mohan. Okay. Who are the 2 silver medal winners from India in the Tokyo Olympics? These 2 personalities are Mirabai Chanu and Ravi Kumar. Okay. Next question. As per the data from Commerce Ministry, what was the India's merchandise export figure during 2021 to 22? So Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal announced that India's merchandise export has risen to a record high of $418 billion in 2021 to 22. And this rise is due to the higher shipment of petroleum products, engineering goods, gems and jewelry, and chemicals. So India's goods trade, both export and import, crossed $1 trillion during 2021 to 22, and India's import also touched an all-time high of $610 billion. Okay, so export is 480, import is 610, and overall it has crossed $1 trillion. Okay. Now talking about some of the important figures. As per the data from the Commerce Ministry, what was the India's merchandise export figure during 2021 to 22? It is the same question, I think. Answer is $418 billion. As per the data from the Finance Ministry, what is the estimated amount to be borrowed by India in the first half of 2022 to 23? So during this time period, India is expected to borrow nearly $8.45 trillion. Not dollars but rupees. Okay. As per the data from the Reserve Bank of India, which bank recorded the highest value of frauds in April to December 2021? So during this time period, the bank that has recorded the highest value of fraud is Punjab National Bank. As per the recent data, what is the doctor to population ratio in India? It is 1:834, means one doctor is available for 834 patients. Who recently joined the International Strategic Advisory Board of Data and Analytics, Behemoth, Dun and Bradstreet? So, former SBI chairperson Mr. Rajneesh Kumar has joined this board. Which bank has been punished by the RBI for data breaches involving the Chinese companies? So recently RBI has penalized the Paytm Payments Bank Limited. The European Union has agreed to a framework for cross-border data transfers along with which country? Answer is USA. Fine. Now a few days back we have seen that USA was also in news because of its Competition Act of 2022, right? And you have to tell me what is the full form of Competition. Do let me know in the comments. Next question. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, that is IPCC, in its recent assessment report mentioned which Indian city for sustainable transportation? So IPCC recently released the Part C of its 6th assessment report, and the main finding of the latest IPCC report is that the world must focus on reducing dependency on fossil fuel. And also report mentioned Kolkata in respect of shifting from private to public transport, and it highlighted that the urban mobility transitions in Kolkata show the interconnected policy as well as institutional and socio-cultural drivers for socio-technical changes. Fine. Now let's see some of the important cities that were in news. First is, which Indian city is to be covered with artificial intelligence based cameras as part of road safety project? This city is Kozhikode. Which city is the host of Khelo India University Games 2021? So the host for this event is Bengaluru this time. Which is the first Indian city to get the processed steel slag road? Answer is Surat. 31st Suraj Kund International Craft Mela has begun at which of the following city? So recently this Mela has been started at Faridabad. You have to tell me which state or union territory has been chosen as a theme state for this Mela. The Lok Sabha passed a bill to merge 3 municipal corporations of which city into a single entity? So Lok Sabha has decided that 3 municipal corporations of New Delhi would be merged to form a single entity. Le Corbusier's edict, which was seen in the news recently, is associated with which Indian city? It is related to Chandigarh. Right? Next question. Mission Integrated Biorefineries is an initiative of which union ministry? So Union Minister for Science and Technology, Dr. Jitendra Singh, launched the Mission Integrated Biorefineries. Why? To accelerate innovation for renewable fuels and chemicals for a low carbon future. So it is a kind of public-private participation model initiative for clean energy, and the scheme was launched by Dr. Jitendra Singh in November 2021 at the COP26 event at the Mission Innovation Annual Gathering. Okay, so correct answer would be Ministry of Science and Technology. Since we are talking about clean energy here, so many people think that the answer can be Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, but no, it is Ministry of Science and Tech. Now let's see some of the important schemes. Which bank launched the House Work is Work initiative? Answer is Axis Bank. Can you tell me this bank has won which award recently? Under the App Scale Academy initiative, Ministry of Electronics and IT has educated 100 Indian entrepreneurs from which company? Do remember that App Scale initiative belonged to Google. Who has recently been appointed to lead the Twitter's public policy and philanthropic initiatives in India and South Asia? This is Samiran Gupta. PACER initiative, which was seen in the news recently, is implemented by which union ministry? PACER stands for the Polar Science and Cryosphere Research, and the answer is Ministry of Earth Sciences. Chief Minister Microfinance Initiative is a new scheme announced by which Indian state? This is a new scheme belonging to the state Nagaland. Also do remember that Nagaland Assembly is the first assembly in whole country to become paperless. Dalit Bandhu scheme is a flagship initiative of which Indian state? This scheme belongs to the state Telangana. Campaign for Urban Farming is an initiative of which state or union territory? Answer is New Delhi. Next question. Which state-run company has partnered with Larsen & Toubro and Renew Power for a joint venture for the green hydrogen? So state-run Indian Oil Corporation, engineering and construction major Larsen & Toubro and Renew Power announced a joint venture company to develop the green hydrogen sector in India. And India plans to produce nearly 5 million tons of green hydrogen by 2030. And in the month of February, the center launched the country's first green hydrogen policy as part of its energy transition plan, right? Now we'll see some of the important questions regarding green hydrogen or any renewable energy current affairs. What is the name of the hydrogen powered fuel cell automobile that the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways recently introduced? I think this question is not visible properly. I'm repeating it again. What is the name of the hydrogen powered fuel cell automobile that the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways recently introduced? So the name of this automobile is Toyota Mirai. Which country has developed nickel oxide based system for producing hydrogen from electro-oxidation of urea? Answer is India. In Indore, India's first of its kind project of mixing hydrogen into the natural gas system was just launched by which organization? This project belonged to GAIL, Gas Authority of India Limited. Which country has unveiled its first hydrogen powered train? So the first time hydrogen powered train has been introduced by Japan. Green hydrogen and ammonia policy has been launched by which ministry? So this policy belonged to the Ministry of Power. India's first commercial scale biomass based hydrogen plant is located in which Indian state? It is in Madhya Pradesh. Which company collaborated with Ohmium International to construct 1000 megawatt of green hydrogen generating facilities? So for this purpose, Ohmium International has collaborated with Hero Future Energies. India's first green hydrogen microgrid project is to come up in which state? It is to come up in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Fine. Next question. Who is the head of the Sebi committee on strengthening of governance norms at stock exchanges? So Capital Markets Regulator Sebi has constituted a committee for reviewing and making recommendations for further strengthening of governance norms at stock exchanges and other market infrastructure institutions. Okay. So the 6-member committee will be chaired by G. Mahalingam, who is the former whole-time member of Sebi. And the other members include MD and CEOs of stock exchanges, NSE and BSE, and depositories, NSDL and CDSL, etc. Fine. Only thing important is who is the head of this committee? G. Mahalingam. Now talking about some of the important committees, who was recently appointed as the chairperson of the Char Dham Project Committee? Answer is Justice A.K. Sikri. India to form Joint Hydro Development Committee with maximum 3 members with dash. So India is to form the Joint Hydro Development Committee with Nepal and it will have maximum 3 members. Who has chosen to lead Sebi's Alternative Investment Policy Advisory Committee. So Mr. N.R. Narayan Murthy would lead Sebi's Alternative Investment Policy Advisory Committee. Which advisory committee was recently reconstituted by the Sebi? Answer is same, Alternate Investment Policy. Which Indian city has been elected as the host of 2023 International Olympic Committee's session? So the host for IOC 2023 would be Mumbai. As per a recent parliamentary committee report, what is the proposed guaranteed number of days of work in Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act? So earlier the proposed guaranteed number of days of work in this scheme was 100, but now it has been increased to 150. Okay, so now the correct answer would be 150. Who has been appointed as head of a 7-member committee set up by Sebi for leveraging regulatory and technology solution, that is alerts? Answer is Madhavi Puri. Okay. Next question. Which Indian company has partnered with Canada's largest payment organization, Payments Canada? So Tata Consultancy Services has entered into a partnership with Canada's largest payment organization named as Payments Canada, and the partnership aims to transform its payment system operations and help in the implementation of real-time rail. So this is a new real-time payment system that will allow the Canadian to initiate payments and receive funds in seconds at any point of the day. Okay. Now let's see some of the important companies that were in news. According to a research by global consulting company Deloitte, which Indian brand is placed 56th in the top 250 list? So in this list, Reliance Retail was at 56th number. Which company has been the first prepaid payment instrument insurer to achieve complete RBI mandated interoperability for its PPIs? So the first such prepaid payment instrument insurer is Life Quick. Which company has named Shubman Gill and Ruturaj Gaikwad as the brand ambassadors? This is the gaming application or company My11 Circle. Which insurance company has partnered with the common service centers to provide clients with credit products through a network of village level entrepreneurs? Answer is LIC. Which company recently partnered with Arca FinCap Limited to create a co-lending model for salaried individuals and small businesses? This company is Loan Tap. Which digital payment company recently established a partnership with IRCTC to offer digital ticketing services? So now, to make the ticketing services digital, Paytm has partnered with IRCTC. To power the bank's credit processing, Zeta partnered with which company? So for this purpose, Zeta has partnered with MasterCard. Okay. Next question. Which Indian state or union territory has launched a project to set up hobby hubs in government schools? So Delhi government has decided to set up the hobby hubs in the government schools, and it includes after school dance, music, arts and craft activities. So for the year 2022 to 23 academic session, this project will be implemented in single shift government schools, and the project aims to make optimum use of school infrastructure and to use it after school hours to promote extracurricular activities. Okay. You have to tell me the Business Blaster program is an initiative of which state or union territory? Now coming to the question slide, which Union Ministry of India launched Temple 360 portal? It has been launched by Ministry of Culture. Which Indian space tech startup launched its first commercial satellite with a SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket? This is Pixel. Which Indian state launched She Auto stands to provide safe transport to the women and girl students? It is very important question, and correct answer for it is Andhra Pradesh. Which ministry launched the International Udan scheme? Very obvious answer, Ministry of Civil Aviation. What is the name of the website launched for the services related to the broadcast in India? The name of this particular website is Broadcast Seva Portal. Which regulator body launched the Ideathon named Manthan? This is Sebi. Sebi stands for Securities and Exchanges Board of India. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions. And at the end of the lecture, do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today. And we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. And please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, Minusat Sana signing off.